And welcome to Local Voter Education Hiccups, or I could call it Willoughby Hiccups. Um, Testing this mic out here. That's a little too close. That's all right, right about there. Yeah, I got a new mic, and actually, I got a donation of $100 the other day to my cause here, which is good. That's twice people have gave me $100 bill to help out to the cause. And what makes it really great is that I'm not asking. I'm not campaigning for it. Not like the commissioner is right now. It's holding that. And I'll tell you what, this mic has a couple of settings. So let's under the Matty Parker train picture, this is what it sounds like. I'm gonna change these settings and then I'll check and see which one works the best. It sounds like it's got an echo. And we'll change to this one here. And let's go over here with this right now for a second. So I know I changed settings by the pictures here. I wanted to find the charter. I've got it. It's funny how stuff just pops up and I'm not looking for it. I find that I really won't, and then I make the mistake of putting it up so I can find it later because I know I want to look at it. And it's a laminated piece of paper that has the our charter back in about 10 years ago, I guess 2016 or whatever, when we redid the charter. And that I want to go over with on the screen here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe by tomorrow I'll find it or get it so we can put it on the screen. It's something that needs to be remodified about every 10 years. And it needs to be redone now. There's several things on there that need to be done. But I'd like to go over those at that point in time. Um, let's see here. Well, let's change the mic again. Let's try this setting under the bubble boy. Yeah, that's what I'd like people to do is open your bubble up, take a glimpse outside, start looking around because what's going on, you may be surprised. So, and it's best to know what's going on. I mean, how can I put it? That's why we need to get to the school board, take back our city and our school and stuff, start teaching kids at an early age to open the bubble up, take a look for yourself. Don't sit inside a bubble and just let people tell you how it's going to be. That's what we got a brain for. Now, some people like being run by the government. They don't want to think. They just assume the government do everything, tell them how to think, and it's kind of like living in a prison where they tell them how to get up and go to work and what to do, and it reforms a person. And even a prisoner has a hard time, and they come out and have to think for themselves when they hadn't had to. They've been programmed to be one way, and so it's an adjustment to think for yourself. But it's best. We're not in a prison out here, and it's best to think for yourself. Let's try another notch here. Boom. Let's see what we got here. And we'll change the picture. Here we go. So by each one of these pictures, I'm kind of testing the sound to see if there's any difference, if it's the same. But yeah. But anyway, someone it surprised me. I was at a meeting. They gave me a Chris $100 bill. I said, well, far out. I'll go buy a microphone. And I got over to Best Buy, and the microphone I just bought this one here, and it was $140. And it was on sale for $104. I said, I put $4 for that and come out okay. And let's hope that it works all right, better, and clear. I need all the help I can get there. And also, let's see here. Something else I want to look at is this one right here. I think that's it right there. And we pop that up, right? Yeah. But okay, that should come up at the very beginning or close to the beginning. And then we should move to right here. Okay, there we go. Put that up. And anything in the chat room, I just tap and it comes over here on the screen. So what I want to do is I'm anxious to invite somebody on so I can figure out how we do that. How we put the little square here with them and another person here and that, and how I do it. I hadn't gone through those steps. I'm sure it's not that hard. But let me tell you, the most easiest thing to do out there is hard to do if you've never done it before. And that, so there again, I didn't get this show quite ready like I wanted to. I had a busy. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure if I put it in my image or not, but I did a. Yeah, maybe we'll do that right now. If we hadn't, we can scan it. Let's see what we got here. No, we don't want that right now. But I filed an addition to me. Oh well, let's see. I got a bunch of stuff here. I was going to scan in on the computer, and then I got to make an image of it, and then I can put it on the screen here. When you change it from print to image, and just a few steps to go through, but that's why I'm doing this, to get into a more of a better ribbon. You can see I'm not ready yet to host a major or a show, but we're working on it. In the meantime, just any points of view, anything you got to bitch about, anything you want to say, any criticism towards me, it's fine. I don't mind. Put it on there. Let's Okay. What I want to do is okay. What we'll do. I don't think. Well, maybe it will. Let's try it. Let's add a scene. I think when I do this, you stay with Bubble Boy, I believe. So let's see. And media. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe you see this. Maybe it goes from Bubble Boy to this, which we'll go back and look. And we'll go to image. And where's desktop? Okay. I don't think it'll do it because it doesn't come up there. So it has to be from document changed over, converted to image is what's going to have to be done. So we'll go back to this right here with the power, Maddie Parker. Okay. Let's let's see. Where do we? Oh, that's what I want to do. Gotta put paper on the machine. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, the beautiful thing about doing this at my leisure, I don't have to worry about being politically correct or on time or anything because I'm not getting a paycheck. If I was getting a paycheck, that'd be a whole different story. If we were doing commercials or something like that, which maybe down the road, if we can get something, that might be a possibility to get some sponsorship or something if we get something going right and it starts growing. But let's see if we can't print this out. Matter of fact, I think I've already got it printed, but where's my folder? Let's see. I have to print it out. It should be in my folder right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This, now the motion. There's a requesting of appeal. Okay, additional. Here it is, so I don't have to print it. I can just scan it, and we can go over and bring it on, I believe. Like I did that other day while we're on, so let's just scan it. So, one of my ideas, if we ever got a mayor or council members in here or someone that we can work with, that, that's the whole problem with everything. The answer, communication is the answer to the problem. And there is no communication through our local government, school board, city council, mayor, commissioner's court. There's no communication, period. So that's the answer to the problem. If we can open up lines of communication, because it's our money, our city, they took oaths to serve us, and then they cut off communication. Unbelievable. So let's go to we'll hit this here, and let's hit scan. Boom. I'm curious to see what, when I watch this video, will this come on there, or will, let's do a preview, or will it still show the picture of Maddie Parker? Yeah. Okay, let's pull that up there. We'll cut her down some to size and bring this one in a little bit. There we go. Keep the stamp, or let's just put a date on it. Well, that's good. Okay, scan it. Okay, once we oh, that's something I'm curious about too. Now this microphone, I want to see how it picks up background music and sounds. So maybe we'll fire the other computer up here in just a second, because I took it to the shop. It fires up a lot faster and runs faster. It's an old machine, but it's still kicking. So I don't know how old the other computer is. I bought it refurbished, so it was already old when I bought it, and I've had it for quite a long time. Okay, there's that. Now hit menu, which is, you probably can't see this, but if you could see it, it's on there, top left corner of the screen. This thing, there's a little square box in there, and you got to go put the cursor over the box, and then it raises up and says menu. Wouldn't it be just as easy to put menu there than the box? I know it's a unit. I guess that box is for a universal. Everybody knows the box is menu, and I got to learn the box is menu. But maybe that's why they have the box, because it's all for. But just strange, you got to learn all this universal stuff to know what's going on. Just like this microphone, all those little pictures on the back. So anyway, well, let's hit the menu. Okay, and then save as, and then we'll hit image, and then let's put it in pictures, and we'll just use the scan number it's got there and hit save. Boom. Okay, let's take down this. Let's take down this. Now, I'm not sure if y'all been seeing this all along or what, but we'll see. I'll get to go back and check it. And let's go back to the first setting. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That's the first setting right here. And I probably could have used the gain on the other. I didn't try using the gain a little bit on the other ones, but anyway, okay. Let's see how this sounds. We'll go back to this one. Now let's add scenery media. Boom. Hit the little arrow, and let's hit images. Let's hit pictures. Are we there? We might already be there. Okay. So I used the scan number. It might be way down at the bottom. I don't know. We'll go up. Maybe that might be it right there, maybe. I think it is. Let's open. Yes. Found her. Okay. Let's hit open here. Boom. Hey, there we go. That's nice. I had to scribble that on there because I didn't put to what the appeal. But anyway, I had a lengthy conversation with the lawyer from the city, and he was trying to explain to me that I'm actually barking up the wrong trail. This is not, you don't sue the city for this. And I'm having a hard time. He might be right. I'm not disputing that. But I got a lot of things that says that I don't understand why. And this is why, maybe because my first one, let's see if we can get that out with gain. Testing 1, 2, take some of the gain out. Okay. That might be better. And how's it coming on the mic over here? Let's see. Testing. Yeah, it's coming good. Okay. Because my first appeal I put in before I had this additional, they dismissed it on 91A, and I was saying they were saying it was frivolous and no substance. And if the judge would have sent back a little more clarification when they dismiss it, which would be good if judges would do that, they take a minute to give you a little bit more instead of just saying I dismiss it on 91A, because that had more meaning. And then after talking to the attorney, what the attorney is saying that I'm in the wrong ballpark. So my case is frivolous and has no meaning, no basis. I'm in the wrong ballpark. I'm not sure what ballpark you'd go into to do this, but everything I see leads to this ballpark. So, and no disrespect to the attorneys, but I'm afraid after understanding the city and how dishonest it is, and the lies and the corruption that goes on downtown, it makes it hard to believe even an honest person. So you don't know what to believe. You even if the attorney's trying to tell me the right thing, is doing the right thing, it may be, but it's hard for me to take any of it because of what they've done. Our mayor and council has set a really disgusting, I don't know what the word is for it, but anyway, disgusting. Sound like the word just come flowing out, but it sure didn't. But anyway, but so my first one was just saying that no, I have substance, and the numbers, sure, there's substance, and voting's not frivolous. So, but anyway, after talking to the attorney, I sent this in as an additional. I went and filed this, and it's I put in there, to my understanding, the city attorney is saying that I am barking up the wrong tree. I'll just be plain with them, and this is why my case has no merit in the court, I guess, or where I'm at in that court. The or in this court, maybe, or whatever. But anyway, nothing to get it has no merit. The city attorney is not debating that the drop of 90% votes cast from one election to the next is uncharacteristic. I might have said this yesterday. Anyway, we'll do it again. Won't hurt. Seems like I just said that yesterday. Trying to think of how I did that, because I filed this yesterday. So, maybe because I had it. That's right. I read it and then filed it. So yeah, I did do this yesterday. No, I was thinking I didn't do it because I didn't file it till yesterday evening, so I could do it because I wrote it before I took it down and filed it. That's right. But anyway, we'll go through it again anyway. No disrespect to the attorney. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm in the wrong ballpark. Okay. What I'm saying is, it is the city's job to place recall, I should put elections there, on the ballot. Propositions on the ballot. Special elections on the ballot. And that is what we are requesting the city to hold a special election. 20% of signatures is required by the city charter to recall an election. It is not optional. It would require 5 times the amount that voted in the last election. Now, that's just not, it's not practical. They know they're well safe. And this is why I want to talk about the charter. What we need to change on the charter to make the city better and fairer to us, get back in more control. And we don't have to try to use the courts for this. So we can get some justice. But anyway, that's where it lies at. But anyway, right now the charge says 20, my thing, it should be knocked down to the amount of votes the person got elected plus 1. If you can get a petition with all those votes saying no plus 1, then that should be enough to put it back on the ballot and do it again. So this is invalid. That's what I'm saying. Now, I got in privacy here. I'm not requesting the justice. I'm not sure if I spelled that right. Justice system. I am requesting the justice system assistance to find explanation for the irregular and the votes cast. We have an irregularity in the votes that are cast. So I'm not exactly accusing anybody, any machine or anything, but we do have a problem here. NASA, we have a problem. But if we did not go, if we did go, I can't write my own thing, but if we did go the charter route, again, the city would be the pathway. So guess what I'm trying to make is that, so I'm suing as a city because the city is the one that does it, not Tarrant County Elections. They're not the one that initiates it, so I don't see that. I think I'd be out of the ballpark over there, unless I was filing against one of their employees or the machines, something like that. That would be a different story. That'd be over Tarrant County Elections. But we're talking about it. We're not doing that. We're asking to redo the election. In all these cases, the city is the party, which I just, practically, if I just read it, says what I'm saying. These duties. And my understanding of the attorney is not. I think it is their duty, and he says it's not their duty. So here below, I got another one I pulled off of Google in Kingsville, Texas. I should put Texas on there, but Kingsville, Texas. Woman sues city enforced recall election for 3 commissioners. See, she sued the city. And they're saying I'm in the wrong ballpark to sue the city to do a recall. So I'm having a hard time. Well, it says it here. I'm having a hard time believing that. I should just read it, shouldn't I? Instead of saying it and then go read it. That ain't no good, is it? But anyway, I don't believe I'm barking up the wrong tree, but it may be. That might be a different situation in Kingsville. Each one of these could be on a different thing or something. But nevertheless, I would hope anybody can see why I'm confused not to believe that it's not the city. And I hope the appeals court will see that. But anyway, we'll do that. That's one way. It doesn't work. And another way is to, well, I had a picture I was going to put in there. There was people, and I couldn't find it. I brought it up here. Sit down here to put on there. But actually, we need to, the other way is to hound her. Let's see here. This will work a lot better because either we got to get 20,000 signatures to do a recall. That's one. Either the court system, if it should prevail, highly unlikely, probably not. But anyway, it's a pathway to try. It's an option. It cost me about $500, but I'm trying it. And the other one is, let's see, is what I would suggest, or I want to encourage people to do, is to, let me see if I can find it. Another thing is on the city council agenda is the new police chief is on there. And I wonder who's calling me at 5 minutes till the end. Let's see. Hello? All right. That's just a wonderful sales call, scam call. And let's get there. But yeah, on the agenda is the new chief. So I'm making a video to play at city council. They'll play it of what happened between the old police chief, the bogus reports, and and let's see here. Let's see. Well, I don't see it there. So let's go into mixed. So I think it might be under documents and pictures here. This one has more of my city council stuff in. So. Where's it at? Oop. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go back. And it's funny. I see all this stuff just minutes before I need it. And when I go back to try to find it, I can't. I have to go searching everywhere. Okay. It's not in this one. But let's go back here to I put my videos today. I put videos in one and pictures in another. And let me open up again. One of these, it's not that one. Okay, there's another one that has folders inside it. And let's see the new folder. Open it up. No folders inside, but let's see if it's not in there. Okay. inside the mix. I think this one just opened. Oh, and pictures. Let's see what we got here. Maybe this one might have it. Here we go. Let's open this one up here. Anyway, we've got a few minutes left, and then we're call it today. When we ran for office, everybody that ran in my district, I offered them $100 from my campaign funds to theirs, and I'd give $100 to St. Jude's Children's Hospital on top of it if they'd answer 5 questions. The only person out of the ones I asked was Mary, and we got 2 interviews on my website at fwdistrict5.com. But she did 2 interviews with me. We went to the studio and did 2 of them. And that's something that we need to do more of, these candidates. We need candidates to do that. So if anybody should have been in that seat in District 5, Mary, 100 to 1 over Deborah Peoples. This woman was put in by the Democrat rigged party. That's exactly how she's got in there. She's not fit to be in there. This woman is not, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't care. She is self-centered. Like I said, she wouldn't take questions. How can we put people in office? I don't want her as my council member. So the only other thing to do, if we can't get a redo of this election to show, to get some more clarity on whether it's the machines, the voting, or the people not voting, we can't get that. And to do a recall, that's just way too much work there. The third option is to try to get people to hammer her. Call down there, call her at her office, send her an email, tell her to resign, tell her to step down, and spend a couple of years doing her civic duty and learn about the bonds and what's going on in our city and all that. Make some appearances at a council meeting, learn about the job, and then run. Then she'd get my respect. If she'd done that in the past, you wouldn't be hearing me yell about her. And she took questions, you wouldn't hear me, but she didn't take questions because she didn't have to take questions. And I'll tell you who else in that party would have beat her out if it wasn't rigged. Michael Moore would have probably beat her numbers. This thing was rigged. The numbers were, some of the votes were destroyed, so I don't know. But see, he had the POA backing him, and that would have outdone, her, I think. But nevertheless, either way at it, the POA was okay. With her there or him there, they were okay either way, actually. So maybe they backed him and said either one can go, and they're okay. They're okay with this. They're fine. She'll do exactly. She's a puppet to them. So she'll do exactly what they say. And the POA is the one that is that put the officer back in. Why we can't fire officer. So we're gonna find out the next council meeting. The chief. Oh, that's right. Today's Friday. Hey, I take a break from this. So I'm gonna go back. I'll check this video later. And let's see. So when I left and came back, that wasn't up there. Okay, and this up here. So, well, anyway. So I'm gonna end this one. Let's see, what time is it now? 12. It'd be 1 o'clock, right at 1 o'clock. Okay. I'm going to end it the same way I always do. That number there. And tell them to put back the schedule, the old schedule, City Hall. And because we're done with the new one. And we're done.
She's just too young to be a mayor, I'll tell you. That's Maddie Parker right there.
Enough.
You can't take
Don't follow me out. You're done. I don't want you in my face. I want you to be done.
No, ma'am. I'm not done. I'm not done, ma'am. I am not done. I'm a citizen and I'm not done. This is a public building. You do not own it. You do not own it.
You don't have to.
You do not own it,
I'm
ma'am.
done.
You do not own it. This is a public building. Some good footage.